The World Cup is a unique competition that frequently offers the highest highs and the lowest lows for soccer players and fans. Saying that the World Cup is the absolute apex of professional soccer is not an understatement. This tournament frequently features heartbreak and joy, as well as startling losses and even stranger wins. Every soccer fan can find something to enjoy at the World Cup, from Germany's 7-1 destruction of Brazil in Brazil's 2014 event to England snatching two late victories in their own tournament in 1966. So, if you're a fan of soccer and the World Cup like I am, brush up on your knowledge of the World Cup here so you can wax poetic with your soccer friends at the bar during the next big game. 1. Every 4 years, the World Cup is staged. The first World Cup competition took place in 1930, and there have now been 20 total. 2. The first World Cup trophy is known as the Jules Rimet Trophy, honoring FIFA President Jules Rimet, who sponsored the motion to launch the event in 1929. 3. Uruguay hosted the inaugural World Cup in 1930, and they went on to take home the trophy. 4. Russia is hosting the World Cup for the first time ever in 2018. 5. England has only ever hosted the competition once, in 1966, and they have only ever won it once, in a thrilling 4-2 final minute victory over Germany. They believe everything is finished, it is. 6. 3.2 billion people, or about half of the world's population, watched the 2014 World Cup. 7. South Korea and Japan jointly hosted the 2002 World Cup, marking the first time that has ever happened. 8. With 5 victories, Brazil currently holds the record for most World Cup victories. 9. But with 4 victories each, Germany and Italy are just behind them. 10. At 45 years old, Egyptian goalkeeper Esmail Hadari played in the 2018 World Cup in Russia, becoming him the oldest player to ever compete in the World Cup. In his subsequent game, he saved a penalty shot from Saudi Arabia's Fahad Al-Muwallad, becoming him the oldest goalkeeper to ever stop a World Cup penalty shot. 11. Roger Milla of Cameroon, who scored against Russia in 1994, was the oldest player to ever score at a World Cup. 12. The distance between the easternmost and westernmost host cities of the 2018 World Cup in Russia, Ekaterinburg, and Kaliningrad, is 1,500 kilometers. The distance between Moscow and London is the same. 13. Turkish striker Hakan Şükür's goal against South Korea in 2002 was the quickest World Cup goal ever, coming 10.89 seconds after kickoff. 14. At the 1954 World Cup, which Switzerland hosted, Austria defeated Switzerland 7-5 to record the greatest score in a World Cup game. 15. The World Cup trophy was stolen in 1966 prior to the competition and went lost for 7 days before being discovered by Pickles, a dog. 16. English goalkeeper Peter Shilton, who played for the 1966 World Cup winning team, holds the record for most shutouts with 10 in tournament play. 17. With 25 defeats since the World Cup began, Mexico is the team with the most losses. 18. With a total of 21 World Cup draws, the Italians hold the record for most draws. 19. With 70 victories throughout the World Cup, Brazil holds the record for most victories. 20. With 7 victories during the 2002 World Cup in South Korea and Japan, Brazil also holds the record for the most victories in a single tournament. They won each and every game in the competition that year, to put that into perspective. For the sake of winning their 5th World Cup championship, this covers their 3 group games, round of 16 game, quarter-final game, semi-final game, and final match. 21. Germany has only ever failed to advance out of the World Cup group stage twice. Both times, in 1938 and 80 years later at the 2018 World Cup, they were eliminated from the group stage by South Korea while defending their championship. 22. Only 2 teams have ever won the competition twice, Italy and Brazil. 23. With just 1 game in 1938, Indonesia has participated in the fewest World Cup games of any team. 24. From 32 to 48 teams will be eligible to compete in the 2026 World Cup. 25. Oleg Salenko of Russia scored 5 goals in a World Cup game, which is an outstanding record. This occurred in 1994. 26. In all World Cup competitions, Argentina has been given the most red and yellow cards. 27. Retiring with 16 goals overall, German striker Miroslav Klose holds the record for most goals scored during a World Cup. 28. England, which has lost on penalties in 3 different World Cups, is the side that has lost the most World Cup shootouts, as many devastated English supporters will confirm. 29. Germany, a rival of England's in soccer, has won 4 World Cup penalty shootouts in total, making them the team with the most victories overall. 30. Plans for the 1942 World Cup and those for the 1946 World Cup were shelved at the outbreak of World War II in 1939 because FIFA lacked funds for the event and still needed time to recover from the catastrophic conflict.